What do you want? Okay, Cupid, my cat, who we all know and love at this point, she joined her first dating app. It was Plenty of Fish. She ate them all! She ate them all! Surprise ending, except for one. She's dating a tuna. Okay, alright, enough of that. We're going to bring up our next comic. Our next comic, he's also been on the showcase. This is a good friend of mine as well. Very funny individual. Please put your hands together for Pat Paulson.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you for coming here. I do appreciate it. We live in a city. There's a lot of stuff you could be doing. There's a lot of entertainment options. You know, it's Friday night. There's tons of stuff to do. I personally appreciate it because I'm from a small town, and even on a Friday night, there's nothing to do. Well, there's one thing to do. You can do heroin. The small town I'm from, by the way, you might have heard of it. It's called Baltimore. Ohio. Oh, yeah, see, you didn't laugh, but you learned something. There's a Baltimore, Ohio. It's a real place. It is a big heroin place. It wasn't always. When I was a kid, it was nice. We got named the top 10 Baltimores nationwide. You know, it doesn't happen every single time. So anyway, like anyone stuck in Baltimore, I left as soon as I could. And I overdid it. Here's the thing. If you're from a small town and you want to leave and see something different, just go to the nearest big city. That's all you got to do. What do you look for in a city? Here's what I look for: pro sports, museums, racial problems. Cleveland and Cincinnati are both right there. That would have been fine. I overdid it. I signed up when I finished school to teach English in China, which was way different than Baltimore. Totally different. Obviously I expected certain things to be different. Oh, the food's going to be different. People are going to talk a little different. But even the way you talk to the Americans was totally different. My roommate was an American. He'd come in and say something like, "Hey man, those chips look good. Can I get some chips?" And I go, "Yeah man, go ahead. It's a free country." And he'd go, "No, it's not." I mean, come on, buddy. You know where you are? It was nice though. Teaching there it was a fun job. American teachers are very fond of saying they have the hardest job, and I don't know, maybe they do. But teachers in China do not have the hardest job. I know because the building next to me was demolished, and the way they demolish buildings in China is by paying all the poor people minimum wage to come and demolish them with their hands.
Oh my God.
Here's what they do. They demolish them with their hands, and they take all the rebar, all the wiring, all the metal, and they sell it for 10 cents a kilo. And that made me feel like a lazy piece of shit, because I've thrown 10 cents in my pocket into the trash. I don't like the way you sound when you touch my other 10 cents. Get out of here. And they got paid minimum wage for that. And minimum wage in China is zero. That was a pure commission job there. And it's not like we made a ton of money, but they treated us pretty well. Every day we had lessons to learn the language. On the weekends, they drove us to Beijing, an hour away, see museums and see the culture and that kind of thing. And it was a nice little routine while it lasted, which didn't last too long, because here's the thing: when America sends people to China, we're not sending our best. Mostly we're sending alcoholics. And we just get wasted all the time because I don't care how cheap those lessons are. Beer in China is cheaper. I mean, have you ever had Chinese beer? No? No? It's cheap. For a reason. It's not very good. If you've had Chinese beer in America, you probably had Qingdao, which is kind of their Budweiser. It's the beer that's the symbol of China worldwide. We didn't drink that. We drink a beer called Laoshan. Laoshan is their Busch Light. You can tell the Laoshan is bad because of its slogan. Qingdao, they put a slogan on there in English, same as Budweiser would. Slogan for Qingdao is taste Qingdao, no China. They got an ad agency to make that one up. Laoshan's got English on it too, but no ad agency did that. They just hired some guy to translate something that was already on the can. The slogan for Laoshan, by the way, is free from formaldehyde. Which I hope it is. But that's the bare minimum. And the fact that they put it front and center is not reassuring. It's like if some dude was like, I'm respectable, I own shoes now! Alright. And then getting home is the most fun part of all. Because you might not remember your address perfectly every single time. And the taxi drivers, they're always trying to help. A lot of times what they're trying to do though is they're trying to help their side business. So if you're like a family, you get in around lunchtime, they'll say, you look hungry. I know a restaurant, let's go. If you're a bunch of bros, you get in drunk at like 1 in the morning, he goes, I know where some hookers are, let's go. And he'll take you to a street with hookers. And you'll say, I don't want any hookers, sorry man. But because you skip all those classes, what he hears is, I don't want these hookers, let's try the next street. And after like 2 streets, you stop laughing and start realizing I'm fucking lost. Like, I gotta figure out where I am. Like, let's retrace the steps. There's hookers everywhere. The economy is based on scrap metal. We're an hour from the capital. I'm in Chinese Baltimore. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, thank you very much. That's my time.
One more time for Pat Paulson, guys. One more time.